What do you think about women changing their religion because of a man? Women becoming religious because they want to be picked by a man. They want to find a man. Let's talk about it.
You converted to Islam for a man. Whenever I see that a woman has converted to Islam, I will always see this comment. And I have a serious problem with this for two main reasons. One, can we ladies not make decisions for ourselves? Last time I checked, we had the same brains, same minds as men. And funnily enough, changing your religion and giving up things you previously did, completely potentially alienating your friends and family, is not a decision you would really take lightly and just for someone else. Following Islam is also not the easiest thing to do, and the last time I checked, someone wasn't about to wake up to pray 5 times a day for a man. I mean, if we apply that analogy, if your husband is getting on your nerves, refuses to take out the bins, are you going to turn around to him and just say, "Oh, sorry babe, I'm not a Muslim today"? Secondly, this comment completely discredits the power of Islam. In the Quran, it says that you cannot force anyone to become Muslim. You can just make something called dawah. In my opinion, the best dawah is your character, your inner peace, and your discipline. If the people making this comment actually spend time with Muslim people and learn about the religion, maybe they would understand why people are reverting. And who knows, maybe they would too. There is a reason why it's the fastest growing religion. Alhamdulillah.
Therapist, but imagine you converted to a religion for a man and then y'all get divorced a month later. Like, as women, we have to quit being desperate. Like, desperate gets you nowhere. Desperate gets you divorced. Literally. She was so desperate for love. Guess what she's doing? Filing for divorce. Desperate, divorced. Desperate, divorced. But I don't know if she was really that desperate. She's actually remarried now, so I pray that it lasts forever long. Because actually, I really like Ayana.
Converting to any of the patriarchal religion because of a man is a very serious thing. So many women out there are happy to convert religion just to get married. Some religion preach don't be unevenly yoked with unbelievers, and this is a talking point that they use to make other people that are not part of their religion become part of it. As a woman, if you've chosen to become religious because you're getting married to a man, it means you're already giving in into the patriarchy kind of relationship. It means you have agreed to have that man dominate you, own you, control you, and treat you like his slave. Because that is what the patriarchal relationship is all about, and most religions align with that and they perpetuate it.
In 2010, the famous singer Janet Jackson, sister of the late king of pop Michael Jackson, met Qatari billionaire Wissam Al Mana. In 2012, they got engaged. Before getting married, Janet signed a prenuptial agreement stipulating that in the event of divorce, she would not receive any share of her husband's fortune until 5 years of marriage. If the divorce occurs after 5 years, she will receive $100 million, and if she has children, she will receive an additional $100 million. In 2016, Janet became pregnant and gave birth to her child in January 2017. In April of the same year, after exactly 5 years of marriage, she decided to separate from Wissam Al Mana, and thus obtained $200 million.
Brittany Renner is shaking, and to be honest, I'm absolutely disgusted. So Brittany Renner, after a year of converting to Muslim, after her Shahada, she took off her hijab. This is the first time she's posted without her hijab in a year. And her caption to that was, "I'm not interested in shrinking myself to fit into someone's narrative anymore." AKA, you played in people's religion for a man. Some clout in a moment. There's a lot to this story. Let's talk about it. So earlier this year, Brittany Renner decided to associate herself and allegedly marry Kevin Gates. Although I've never seen a marriage certificate and never seen a divorce decree from him and his wife of many years, Drinka Gates, we just said, sure, married, whatever. Well, now she said that the marriage lasted only 47 days. Y'all are not, even as a news anchor, gonna make me have to keep up with that. They're saying she was Muslim for 49 days, married for 30, something to that nature. And baby, to me, it's all a joke. It's all a lie. Now, what really disturbs me is when she did start putting on the garb, I thought she looked absolutely ravishing. I really gave Brittany Renner her props and said, if Black China could go and say she's saved by the Lord, there's no reason why I would not allow Brittany Renner and her Jezebel spirit to be captured by Allah. I would never disrespect a woman who's like, now I'm in my season of womanhood and I'm ready to walk in that physically and spiritually and all that. I was loving it. I think that all of her outfits, I said, because y'all know, I love a little Muslima girl. I think it's absolutely like, chef's kiss. It's so beautiful and classy. So for her to be like, I'm not shrinking myself anymore. We got divorced. First of all, you did this with him for sex. Let's just call a thing. Because the Kevin Gates interviews, he was like, me and her have never messed around. We can't do anything until we get married. Then you got married, or he allegedly married you. Muslim married you to sleep together. You could have left us out of it. I saw someone make a point on the internet that I thought was very poignant. This was Kevin Gates trying to get under Drika Gates' skin, and it was no bueno. That lady has not only been selling her natural products, she's been posting coming out of the water looking paraben free and living a holistic natural hot lifestyle. After she bought a new farm, when they got married, she bought a farm and is eating her fresh berries. Drika is in there posting with her animals and taking her blueberries off the vine. She was never thinking about those people. And because it didn't move her and she's in her holistic queen state, I feel like Drika is levitating and Kevin Gates is like, look at me. And she's like, oh, a peasant. Anyway, my llamas. And so he looked at Brittany Renner to the side of him in that lower plane of vibration and said, oh, you go away. She doesn't care about you anymore. I feel like that's exactly what happened, you guys. When Brittany Renner married Kevin Gates or got with him, she said that this is quite literally the person that she dreamed of. I'm going to have a real conversation with you guys. I know that it's hard. It's probably really hard for her to watch PJ Washington go have a dream marriage with Alicia. Because, her baby daddy's wife has the exact same birthday as me. And so every single year on our birthday, I go watch her get a new range. She gets a Chanel bag every week. Everything that those kind of girls would love. But she's praying with him all the time, taking care of the kids, making funny jokes. She's in there being a wife. And so I know that she wanted to stand alongside her baby daddy and say, I'm married too. I have a prominent husband as well. I'm living as a classy woman. But she couldn't keep it up because she's not classy. Period.
Never came.
Damn, a motherfucker can't change. Wasn't that what y'all was telling me? That she dawned on this new path. I'm not gonna let this situation go. She's talking about she had to braid her hair into cornrows to fit it under her hijab. As she proceeds to say she doesn't feel like she should shrink herself for anybody. But I thought it was to get closer to Allah. I thought it was about becoming pure with yourself and not having to rely on a man. See, the men who knew that shit was just a farce are the men who actually understand women. The men who were trying to come at me talking about oh bro, she changed. Damn, a motherfucker can't change. No, because it was all a facade, as we see. If you're gonna dawn on a path of religion that's actually about the religion, you're not gonna do it based off the attractions of a man that is dealing with that religion. You only wanted to become a Muslim because the man that you thought you was finna marry required that of his women. Now look at you, right back to square one.
Let's talk about B. Simone. I know she's been on the news lately. The podcast she made with that baby, I think that's his name, and then the recent podcast about her friend being broke and she not assisting. Anyways, I didn't talk about that. The reason I'm talking about her today is about her going back to Christianity. After doing astrology, talking about zodiac and all that, suddenly one day she decided to go back to Christianity. She publicly said she's not a full-blown Christian. So people are saying that the reason why she went back to Christianity is because she wants to find a man. And her recent behavior has been giving off pick me kind of behavior. Let's have a look.
Is it your foot? I love you.
I love you too.
Welcome back to another episode of Let's Try This. He don't need no introduction.
Let's go.
When's the last time you've been in love?
When I met you, I'm like, I don't know how to take this girl.
You thought I was playing.
You what?
Do you think I am too alpha, too boss, to have the alpha man? Like, could a guy like you really, really date a woman like me? Sean, I've never heard you say that.
You never asked?
I have. You're so scared of Eric.
No, I'm not. You is.
No, I'm not. Why do you think that?
I mean...
Last question, and then we go. This is just fun, and you don't want a relationship, and I don't want that either. We're on the same page with that. So don't, get weird. But,
And when we call your ass a bird brain, this is exactly what we mean. When we say that you are male identified, this is exactly what we mean. This is the picture that y'all should have in your mind when y'all need to be explained to what a pick-me is, okay? Because this girl's entire identity and entire worth is wrapped up in the validation she receives from motherfucking men. From penis people. It's sickening because she's not over there not doing any type of work, and she keeps on grifting, hopping from thing to thing, trend to trend, trying to find some form of identity about herself to hold on to. But I'm gonna let her tell y'all how sick her ass is.
I love you. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Try This. He don't need no introduction.
Let's go.
When's the last time you've been in love?
When I met you, I'm like, I don't know how to take this girl.
You thought I was playing.
You what?
Do you think I am too alpha, too boss, to have the alpha man? Like, could a guy like you really, really date a woman like you? Sean, I've never heard you say that.
Like, how are you not embarrassed? How are you not embarrassed? This man done showed you how he treats women. We all seen how he treats women, from Danny Lay to his first baby mother to Megan the Stallion. This man showed us how he's abusive, and I mean anybody could get it. Homophobic, and that's what got him canceled. And he's been trying to claw his way back into the good graces of hip hop in the industry ever since. And anything he touches, it just flops. Like that song with him and Young Miami. And so now here he is sitting with a woman. B. Simone was the same girl we saw damn near having a meltdown in her car because the baby popped out with Danny Lay. Having a meltdown about that boy not wanting her. You wasn't even an option. You was not even an option to this man. Now all of a sudden, you the one who's giving him a time of day. This is who you choose the platform. And putting behind a paywall because you need the money. And we already know, we already can see what's going to happen in the near future between these two. And guaranteed, y'all, watch her do another pivot behind getting dragged by the baby. And is it really worth it? The girl must have a fetish at this point for getting humiliated, especially by a man.
We also saw the clip that spoke about Janet Jackson. She actually got married to a Muslim and she converted to being one. Getting married to a religious man and converting to become religious because of that man takes a lot away from you. In both Islamic and Christianity religion, the men are dominant, the men are in control. The men see the women less and they treat them accordingly. So if you've decided to date a man and convert to become his religion or join his religion, it means that you've accepted whatever that comes with that religion. You've accepted losing yourself and becoming him. You've accepted making your life all about him, because most of the religions out there are male-centered. It's all about serving men. And in their hierarchy, men are the number one. Women are beneath men. There is no equality in religion, and many religions train women to become pygmies. They make them feel special. They make them believe that they are different, they are better off, holier than thou.
Y'all got on here and said a lot of the girls are only going to Christ so they can find husbands. Do you know how hard it is to find a man when you fasting, when you sober, when you don't have sex before marriage, when you've gone into covenant with God? I don't really think y'all know what y'all be talking about. Like, I think y'all just be talking sometimes. Because if you look at the church right now, majority of the women in the church are single. It's not that many men of God. And if you are following God's laws, you're not marrying men that you are not equally yoked to. So I don't really think that y'all like sat there and thought about that. You just heard somebody else say it and then repeated it. Because all of the Christian women I know are single. God has a different kind of covenant with them, a different layer of protection over women of God. Like, he not letting his daughters date these type of men. Those are for y'all. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I did not like when y'all said that. I thought it was very nasty, you know? And my philosophy is, I don't care what bring you to Christ as long as you get there. Because once you get there, once you open that door, he's going to do what he needs to do. Once you open your heart to receive him, whatever it is that is motivating you to pick up your cross every day, because that is a hard burden to carry. See, y'all not in the field, so y'all don't know. Y'all just running out mouths, and that's what I don't like. If that girl picking up her cross daily for a husband, why is that your business? Ooh, I don't like that. I think everybody should just focus on themselves and figure out what day you gonna pick up your cross. What are you putting down for Christ? Huh? What are you opening your Bible for? What are you trusting God for?
Assalamu alaikum. Y'all, I converted to Islam because of a man. Yep, you heard that right. But before you judge me, hear me out. Story time of how I converted to Islam. All right, so in 2022, I only been Muslim for 2 years, for those of you who don't know. So, in 2022, I met this man, and those of you who know me know that I am a sucker for a beautiful chocolate tall man. And when Kendrick Lamar talk about black, 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 that's me. The black of the berry, the sweeter juice, especially if he got some pretty white teeth. And that man hit all those boxes. All right. So this man is my type. For the sake of this story, I'm gonna call him Bookie Boo. All right. Boogie Boo. All right, so I met Boogie Boo in 2022, and so we was kicking it for a while. It's been a couple of months, and then one day we were just having casual conversation, and he's asked me about religion, and he's like, have you ever been drowned? And I cracked up so bad, because I'm like, what? This man is talking about having ever been baptized. And I was like, yeah, I've been baptized. Like, yes, because I was Christian. And I was like, who says that? Like, have you ever been drowned? So, curiosity got to me. I was just like, so what do Muslims do in order to become Muslim? Like, y'all gotta get jumped in, get a little scruffle, they beat you up, you gotta eat something. Like, what do? He was just like, nah. We just say a couple of words and that's it. You just say a couple of words. Oh, interesting. So he goes on to ask me some other questions, and he was like, why did you become Christian? And I was like, you know how it goes. Like, you live in a house and that's what your family goes. And so that's how I just kind of became Christian, because my family, they're like ministers and stuff like that. And so he was just like, and then I was like, I made a comment pretty much saying like, how you try to connect with your religion and you really can't connect, and you try, because I tried to buy books, all type of stuff, and it just wasn't working for me. I tried and tried, but he was like, no, I don't know that feeling. What you mean you don't know that? Like, you try to connect with your religion and it's just something that's holding you back. And he was just like, no, I don't understand what you're talking about. I always fell in love with my religion. Spark interest number 1. Like, you've been always in love with your religion? Girl, I was intrigued, because what you mean? Because I didn't experience that with Christianity. It was just really hard for me to connect. Even though I was Christian, I kind of was just going with the flow. But I'm running out of time. Part 2.
If you're becoming religious, do it for yourself and know what that religion is all about. Don't do it because you're getting married to a man or because a man wants you to do that. Some religion are misogynistic, so it's important for you to do thorough research before accepting to be part of some certain religion. Learn to live your life for yourself. Stop being male-centered. Learn to decenter men. Many religions are male-centered. You can still serve your God and still center yourself. But if you're deciding to be religious, like I said, most religions are male-centered. You don't necessarily have to be religious to know God, to have access to God. God is for everyone. I'm not here to tell you what to do. It's your life. It's your decision. The choice is yours. Please let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. And if you'd love to watch more videos like this, Click this video to watch men react to the man of the year trend, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.